What's good? What's good? What's goody, my peopleizations? What's goody? What's goody? Smash the like button, people. Wipe your feet as you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Let's work. What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? So, former unified welterweight world champion, former WBC, WBA welterweight world champion, superstar boxer Keith, one-time Thurman. He says that Errol the Truth Spence Jr. is indeed not the truth because he don't see the truth. He says, and Terence Crawford is still too small for the welterweight division. Do you guys agree with Keith Thurman? Let's talk about it. King Jr., Woke, Chris Garcia, Philly Miz, 215, Retros for Life, 79 Boxing, Derek Lincoln, 50-0, TBE, TMT, Floyd Mayweather, Quan, CB Sports TV, my brother, Ghetto Love, Will Smith, Rashid Muhammad, Darlin James, Westside Athens, Xavier Moses, Black Bruce Wayne Jr., Southern T Boxing, The Troll K, salute, Mr. Shelton, Steve Brooks, salute, Son of Tank, Jaquan Pickett, DP Rocker, Philip Hughes, Fly High 89, BG, DP Rocker, Skinny Hardaway, Ketty Peach 504, Kevin Munnings, Easy Lewin Boxer TV, Donald Favors, Bellatorium King, Dane Watson, DJ, salute, Dwayne Freeman, Anah Israel, KDDR 7989, D McGee, salute, William Old School Ardent, salute, Set the Tone Blast, salute, Nelson, salute, Sakari, San Francisco, Sad One, Boxing Good, Black Alpha, Dolly Antoinette, Piece of Blessings Queen, Dane Watson, Mr. Drick Joe, salute to you, King. DP Rocket, salute, King. Melvin Harris, P. Newell, Tamika Gibson, Piece of Blessings Queen. James, salute. OB Obsidian Lion, the Code Keeper, salute. NBA D Nice, New World Era Music Group, LLC, Geo James Khalil, 98, Lamont Griffin, Inshallah, salute. Tino B, salute. Chappelle Show 56, what's good with your great brother? Raymond Puncher, salute. Salute, man. Skinny Hardaway, salute, great brother. Cashy Banks, salute. Brooks 83, salute. El Padrino, salute. Sherman Callahan, LC Brown, Brian Corbett, what's good? What's good? So, Keith Thurman, Brooks 83, Giving Love Back TV, salute. Jordan Watson, salute. Tino B, salute. So, Keith Thurman, he says this, now, Cloverland, London, my brother, boxing fan, salute. So Keith Thurman says this, right? A.O. Bynum, salute. Shay Girl, 85, peace of blessings, queen. How you doing today? Eli P, salute. What's good with you? He said, Bud now overrated. Spence got Thurman for his... yeah, so here's the thing, right? Keith Thurman, J Gutter 834, salute. Keith Thurman has great boxing skills, right? Keith Thurman was considered the best welterweight in the world at one point in time. Keith Thurman issue was inactivity. The fact that he's inactive, right? Shamel Waters, salute. Tim TV 212, salute. What's good with you? The fact that he is RGB, salute. The fact that inactivity is what gets Keith Thurman, right? That's what gets Keith Thurman all the time is inactivity, okay? So with that said, Skills from New Orleans, what's going on with you? Mark Ambrose, what's going on? Jafari Caesar, what's going on? Johnny Q, what's going on? So inactivity gets Keith Thurman all the time. Brooklyn Kennedy, salute. Once again, Keith Thurman has been inactive for 2 years. 4 years of Keith Thurman's career are due to inactivity. 4 years, people. 4 years he has been inactive. Jose Diaz, what's going on? Chilltown Majors, Tony Kazman, salute. Right? Inactivity. Chilltown Majors, peace. Benjamin Harrington, peace. Zoning Cars, peace. Right? Inactivity gets him every time. It's not that he don't have boxing skills. It's not that he's not talented. Inactivity. Last time we saw him in the ring, July 2019. He had 2 fights. Josito Lopez, he didn't look good in that fight. Ben's Racing, Pigeons, Lofts, salute. What's going on with you? For his prime years, right? Emmanuel Pettigrew, Young Wilson, peace. Right? So, Ross Kranz, peace. Floyd Mayweather Jr., peace. So, 4 years of his prime have went to inactivity. Right? Rosa Hernandez, peace and blessings to you, Queen. Mr. Drake Joe, Dre Book, salute. So it's not that he's not competitive. And then when it comes to Keith Thurman and Errol Spence, see, here's the thing. When it comes to Keith Thurman and Terence Crawford, Boxer MMA 365, salute. That's where that's what Terence Crawford is referring to. When he says, oh, they told me I have to go get a belt. That was Keith Thurman. Oh, they told me I was too small for the welterweight division. That's Keith Thurman. That wasn't Errol Spence. Mr. Tally 140, Robert T. What's going on? Eli P. What's going on? Right? That wasn't Dre Book, salute. Right? That's not Errol Spence. That's Keith Thurman. D-Man Jr., what's going on with you? Jay Cooley, my brother in the super chat, what's going on with you, brother? He said, what up, Blue? I agree. Yeah, bud, overrated. LJNTJ 909, salute. Bellatorium King, what's going on with you? Mon and Dingo, salute. I don't think that Terence Crawford is overrated. Nato Rodriguez, what's going on? I think that Debo A, salute. I think that Terence Crawford talent is great. Rico Dub, we Rich Stats, what's going on? We want to see him in the ring with better opposition, right? But Keith Thurman, when Terence Crawford, when asked about Terence Crawford and fighting Terence Crawford, Keith Thurman, G-Man TV, what's going on? Battle Axe 82. Keith Thurman's the one that said, well, he got to get a belt first. Well, he's too small for the welterweight division. That was Keith Thurman that said that. And he just reiterated it once again in his interview with Ness and the Boxing Voice. Viva tu vida, live your life, salute. Right? He just reiterated it once again with Ness and the Boxing Voice when he said, Terence Crawford is not a true welterweight. Stan Swoosh, Will Womack, Jonathan 97, what's going on? Oh, he's not a true welterweight. He's not big. You know, essentially saying that that Terence Crawford is still too small. But he's not. C99, Dr. Professor, what's going on? He's not. Because I broke down the last David Bohannon, what's going on with you? DP Rocker, what's going on? Ghetto Love, salute. Smash the like button, my peopleizations. Let's get the likes all the way up. Brooklyn Kennedy, my brother in the super chat, said, real talk right now, Ugas and Showtime beats Keith Thurman. I don't think that Yordanis Ugas can beat Keith Thurman. PJ Colazzo, what's going on? I don't think that Yordanis Ugas can beat Keith Thurman. I've heard on my brother Keon, Everything Boxing and Sports, I've heard somebody say that, Pee Wee Sconey, Ebony Queen, peace and blessings to you, Queen. Ben's Racing, salute. So I don't think that, I heard somebody say on my brother Keon, Everything Boxing and Sports, I heard somebody say Virgil Ortiz could beat Keith Thurman. Virgil Ortiz cannot beat Keith Thurman. Mike G, what's going on? Anthony Carlisle, salute. Right? Virgil Ortiz cannot beat Keith Thurman. Nelson Rivera, Debo A, what's going on with y'all? Right? He cannot. Salvador Ramos, H-Town 713, Michael Bernard, what's going on with you? New World Era Music Group LLC, my brother in the super chat. He said, Bud is not overrated. He's undertested. That's a great way to put it. Exactly. MJ's Health, Total Health and Wellness Enrichment. What's going on with you, great brother? That's a great way to put it. He's undertested. Eric Horns, Salvador Ramos, Caesar T. We want to see him in with better opposition, right? We want to see him step up in competition. Ja the Real, my brother in the super chat. He says, salute to you, great brother. Appreciate you. Heavy Better Entertainment, salute. So, so with that said, right? You know, I believe that stylistically, Virgil Ortiz, Keith Thurman beats Virgil Ortiz. Stylistically, Keith Thurman beats Yordanis Ugas. Bossman KD, getting back to the old me. Dash Oliver, Mark Stearns, what's going on with y'all? Mr. 6 Second, what's going on? I think that he beats them stylistically. He's mobile. He's a boxer puncher. He's a pure boxer. He has a great jab. Prime Minister, What's going on? Carl Brown, Coach D, Wayman Davis. What's going on with y'all? He has great boxing ability. Smash the like button, my peoples. We got 450 people. Let's get 450 likes. Do me a favor. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Albert Doherty, what's going on? Smash the like button. Smash that like button. Let's work. So, Reg Lowe, salute. So with that said, I think that Patricia Hines, peace and blessings to you, Queen. Talib Cunningham, Moral Moss, what's going on with y'all? Jamil Allen, what's going on? Adrian Vet, what's going on? Stylistically, Keith Thurman can beat them. He beats them, right? Now, when it comes to Keith Thurman and Errol Spence, well, Errol Spence was pursuing the Keith Thurman fight for a very long time. And Keith Thurman would not give him the opportunity. And Keith Thurman is admitting of this. Keith Thurman stated, well, the thing is, I looked at Errol Spence as my Manny Pacquiao. If he was Floyd Mayweather, that's my Manny Pacquiao Floyd Mayweather fight. That's what Keith Thurman stated. So he was trying to let the fight marinate. But in doing so, inactivity and then losing to Manny Pacquiao, well, it lost its luster. Luster. Cameron Harrison, salute. Big Texas, Clayton Smith, what's going on with you, great brother? My brother Michael Bernard in the super chat. A Mona Sounds Blue for all this peace. Yes, sir. Blessings to you. Blessings to you. Brooklyn Kennedy, my brother in the super chat. He said Uga's pressure and side body work beats one time facts. No, I don't. He's too stationary. GB Young, salute. He's too shining light. What's going on? Carl Brown, what's going on? Mo Fontanet, salute. What's going on? Samuel Adams, what's going on with you? He's too stationary. He don't move well. You saw in his last fight, Kareem Ebanks, Calvin the Great, Kashif Dixon. What's going on with y'all, man? Young Poppy, what's going on? Victor Griffith, what's going on? Rafi, salute. Charles Saunders, Cliff Young, what's going on with y'all? My Style 83, what's going on? So the thing is, your Danish Ugas is real zoning cards. Boo Robinson. He's stationary, right? Manny James. Keith Thurman is mobile. If you can't cut the ring off on Keith Thurman, you can't. You got to use pressure. You can't cut the ring off on him. Jordan Maverick, Los Angeles Lakers. Davis Scott III. What's going on? Cashy Banks, salute. Right? You can't cut the ring off on Keith Thurman. You're not going to beat Keith Thurman. He's very agile. He's very mobile. He's very athletic. He's very quick. And he can box going backwards. He can box going forward. Right? Bug Juice. Roland Smith. Right? He can box going backwards. He can box going forward. He's very versatile. Right? The problem I have with Keith Thurman, if he fought Terence Crawford or if he fought Errol Spence, they're going to cut the ring off on him. Mr. G. They're going to cut the ring off on Keith Thurman. Right? And Gilbert Rodriguez Jr., salute to you, young king. Right? They're gonna cut the ring off on Keith Thurman. And then what? Carl Brown, what's going on? Coach D, my brother in the super chat. He said, Blue Blood, salute to you, great brother. Tim TV 212. Hummer 215. What's going on? Right? DeHaven Alexander, what's going on with you? Right? They're gonna cut the ring off on Keith Thurman. And then Jay Lynn, peace and blessing, Queen. How you doing today? UK Boxing Will 79. He says, salute, no notification. Not surprised. A. Louis, what's going on? So, with that said, right, Machiavelli Mafia, what's going on with you, great brother? So, with that said, they're going to cut the ring off. Now, as far as him saying, well, Errol Spence is not the truth. Well, Errol Spence tried to fight you for years. When did Errol Spence beat Kell Brook? Cedar Jacob, what's going on? Leon Sterling, what's going on? What Errol Spence beat Kell Brook? After that fight, he was trying to unify on the mic. My brother Terence Bailey Sr., what's going on? Moped Mosley, what's going on with you? Right? He DJs, what's going on? Alfonso Corsi, Go subscribe to my brother On the Mic with Terence Bailey Sr. Terence, drop the link so the people can subscribe to your channel. He beat Kell Brook, right? Errol Spence beat Kell Brook. Now, you guys know that I disagree. CB, salute. OLC TV, what's going on? King Vonnie 86, he said we got 280 likes. We got 600 people here and we got 280 likes. Smash the like button. Damone Fisher, salute. We got 600 people here and we got 280 likes. That don't work. Courtney Johnson, Sheldon Blackman, salute. Get the likes all the way up. Smash the like button. Get the likes all the way up. He beat Kell Brook in 2017, right? He was trying to fight Keith Thurman since then. Remember, they was on the panel together. Nothing happened. Coach D, my brother in the super chat. Errol Spence, Terence Crawford going to the body on Keith Thurman. Oh, for sure. And see, they're going to cut the ring off on Keith Thurman. David Jackson, my brother in the super chat. You're absolutely right, Blue. And when they cut the ring off, it's going to look like Josito Lopez, Thurman, 7th round all over again. Exactly. Nick Coffey, salute. Exactly. That's my thing. Right? When they cut the ring off on Keith Thurman, right? Right hook 1000. What's good with you, great brother? Right? When they cut the ring off on Keith Thurman, he's that inactivity is going to show up. B Pugilist, salute. El Facchini, salute. That inactivity is going to show up. Right? Haz Kareem, salute. He is going to Terence Crawford versatility. His ability, just picture this. Terence Crawford's ability to switch from southpaw to orthodox fluidly means that there's nowhere in the ring that Keith Thurman, Ashley Dixon, salute, nowhere in the ring that Keith Thurman is going to be able to go where Terence Crawford is going to be out of position, if that makes sense. See, Keith Thurman, his movement will put a guy like Josito Lopez or Virgil Ortiz, even Manny Pacquiao at times. His movement and his activity in the ring, right? That puts them out of position. Danny Garcia puts them out of position where Keith Thurman could be offensive right from his defense. And only thing you could do, Rodson, Michael Parker, WB Sports TV, Sean Miller, what's going on with y'all? Right? He could put you in a position where you're out of position. Frizzer 241, what's going on? He could put, because of his foot movement, right? His foot speed and his foot movement. He has educated feet. So he can move around the ring. He'll put you in a position where you're out of position and you can't be offensive. So you only could be defensive. But he's versatile enough where he could be offensive. You understand? Edgar Gutierrez, what's going on with you? Right? He could put you in a position where you're out of position. Now, if you're not versatile like him, right? Jim Papa, what's going on? If you're not versatile like Keith Thurman is, and you're out of position, well, then only thing you could do is be defensive, right? But see, he can be offensive out of position. That's why he was comfortable when he fought Sean Porter, right? Bright Blue Vision, K Podo, salute. That's why Thomas Nolia, KG, Devin Salters, Jay Davis, what's going on with y'all? That's why he was comfortable fighting Sean Porter. Because Keith Thurman is versatile. You understand? If you're not like Virgil Ortiz or Josito Lopez or Danny Garcia that's not athletic, well, you're out of position and he's going to capitalize on it. You understand? You're out of position and then he's going to capitalize on it. DeHaven Alexander, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. He said, my two fave, Jay Lynn and Dahlia. Unbelievable. DeHaven Alexander, Jay Lynn and Dahlia. Unbelievable. Dahlia Antoinette, the queen in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. Appreciate you, queen. Coach D, my brother in the super chat, he said Bundu kept switching back and forth and keep them in. Yeah, you gotta be versatile, right? Sean Gibson, what's going on with you, brother? Shaq Roberts, what's going on? Appreciate you, Shaq Roberts. Say I love your show. Appreciate you. Right? Ugas is not versatile like that. He's not. He's very stationary. Right? He's not versatile like that. He's not going to be able to switch, be able to, deal with Keith Thurman's angles, his foot speed, Keith Thurman's jab. Keith Thurman is accurate. He's not going to be able to keep up with him. Now, he may have moments because Keith Thurman has these moments where he just gives his opponent. Right? Okay, Dahlia. Nation Biz, what's going on? Ari Ryder, what's going on? McDub, salute. If you can't keep up with Keith Thurman, you're not going to beat Keith Thurman. And your Dana Ugas, he can't keep up with him. So when now my thing is this, right? Is that Keith Thurman is saying, well, Errol Spence is not the truth. He's not showing me anything. Well, Young DZ 2007, salute. Well, he was trying to box Keith Thurman. Underground Solemn, what's going on? Cedric Jones, what's going on? D-Man Jr., what's going on? He was trying to box Keith Thurman, right? He was looking to box Keith Thurman for years, since 2017, right? After he beat Kell Brook. He beat Kell Brook in May of 2017. He tried to unify against Keith Thurman. Ken Broadwater, what's going on? Chris, what's going on? He tried to box Keith Thurman and unify, and Keith Thurman wouldn't do it. That's why he fought. Remember, Errol Spence fought Lamont Peterson, not because he wanted to fight Lamont Peterson. Andy Latimer, what's going on? Charles Johnson, what's going on? Yeah, get the likes up. We got 650 people. Let's get the likes up. Randolph Weatherspoon, what's going on? Jimmy Bernard, what's going on? So, with Todd, what's going on, great brother? Diverse Conscious, salute. So he wanted to box Keith Thurman, right? Keith Thurman wouldn't give him the opportunity. Keith Thurman wouldn't give him the opportunity. He wouldn't box him. Boo Robinson, Thomas Nolia. Yeah, we got 658 people. Let's get 650 likes. Smash the like button. Bo Ones, what's going on? Mel and Ryan, what's going on? Get the likes all the way up. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes all the way up. Lonzo Thompson, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. He said, keep rocking, Blue. Salute, my brother. Salute to you, great brother. Appreciate you. William Sams, what's going on? Martrell, Virginia Beach. Where you been at, great brother? I ain't see you in a month of days. TR, what's going on? Courtney Johnson, Johnny Q, what's going on? Texas Bulldog Boston, what's going on? Smash the like button. Get the likes to 650. Atlantean Man, what's going on with you? Mel and Ryan, where you been at, man? Haven't seen you in a month of days. So, for Keith Thurman to say Errol Spence is essentially boring and it is going to take one time to bring out the truth. LeVar DeMos, what's going on, great brother? It's going to take one time to bring out the truth because he haven't seen the truth. He said that the fights with Mikey Garcia and the fights with Mikey Garcia and the fights with Danny Garcia, he said he dominated both of those fights, but they were boring fights. Right? Jason Dunlap, what's going on? Messiah 1111, salute. C99, what's going on? So he said that those were boring fights. Well, he was trying to fight you for years. Now the roles have completely reversed, right? And now Keith Thurman is in a position where Keith Thurman, he says that Errol Spence is traveling the path of least resistance, just trying to collect belts. Well, how could that be when he got a belt from Sean Porter, which was arguably the toughest fight and the toughest boxing match in Keith Thurman's career, and then he got the other belt from Kell Brook in the UK. Dog 314, my brother in the super chat. He said, "Keep up the good work. Appreciate you, great brother." Well, he went to the UK and beat Kell Brook and picked up Kell Brook's belt in the UK, right? He picked up the WBC belt from Sean Porter. And that's the fight that Keith Thurman says that, oh, Mark Wonderler, what's going on? He said that's the fight that was the most exciting. It was action-packed. Okay, well, he picked up that belt from Sean Porter. That was your toughest fight in your career. Rampage Jackson, what's going on? Legit TV, what's going on? Right? That was the toughest fight in his career. That's where he picked up his belt from. So how is he said he's collecting belts, traveling. He's just going around collecting belts. How? The next fight will be against Ugas. He was trying to fight based up. He was trying to box Manny Pacquiao for the WBA. Manny Pacquiao didn't want to box him. So then they elevated Yordenis Ugas to the champion. So now he's trying to box your Dana Sugas. So how is he trying to travel a path of least resistance just going around collecting belts? No. And then to say, Ray Smith, what's going on? To say he wasn't exciting. Well, remember when Keith Thurman was in that fight in the boxing match with Josito Lopez, remember the crowd started booing when he started utilizing the ring to stay away from Josito Lopez. Remember that? Brooklyn Kennedy, my brother in the super chat, why people so remedial when the like button is free? Yeah, smash the like button, man. Get the likes all the way up. We got 720 people right now. Let's get 720 likes. Kenneth Howard, Boxer Social Network. What's going on with y'all? Adrian Hughes, what's going on? Naughty Crash, what's going on? Smash the like button. Corey Little, my brother in the super chat, dropping that. Dub on us in the super chat. Keep it up. Just found your channel like 2 weeks ago. Speak the truth. I appreciate you, great brother. I appreciate you. The Cool Clutching, salute. William Sams, what's going on? Elvis Mass, salute. What's going on? Get the likes up. Deal with it TV. What's going on, great brother? Sean Miller, my brother, he said 500 likes. We got 730 people. Let's get 730 likes. Get the likes all the way up. Let's get the likes all the way up. PGH Big Dog, my brother. So 735 people. Let's work. New Jersey, Tab Investment. What's going on? Let's put it in perspective. Master League TV. What's going on with you? Mr. T King Texas, my brother. What's going on? Uppercuts Boxing Nation. What's going on with you? So now Abdul Rahim, Lewis Allen. What's going on? Steve J, Lil Penny. What's going on? So here's the thing. Rob Black. What's going on, great brother? Deron Murchison. What's going on, great brother? So here's the thing, right? You got to look at it from that standpoint. Remember, the fans started to get restless when he started utilizing the ring and not sitting down and just using a lot of movement to stay away from Josito Lopez, and the fans got restless, right? Now, when it comes to Terence Crawford and Keith Thurman, it was Keith Thurman the one, because Terence Crawford viewed Keith Thurman in high regards. Vince Williams, what's going on? Alexander Wright, what's going on? Alice York, what's going on? Abdul Ahmad the second, my brother, what's going on? Remember, Terence Crawford held him in high regard. Terence Crawford said, "Well, Keith Thurman is the boxer to beat. To beat a man, you got to beat the man, and Keith Thurman is the man." Elijah Campbell, what's going on? Right? That's what he said. And Keith Thurman was like, "Well, you get a belt, and we'll see." And then Keith Thurman said, "Well, he's a little guy." Hell, he's still uttering the same sentiments today's time. He just said it again today. Montaki 4K, so what's going on? He just uttered the same sentiments again today. Well, Terence Crawford is not a welterweight. He's not a big guy. He's not this. Well, go do your best to make the fight happen. Then. Kyle 845, first last. What's going on? Do your best to make that fight happen, because that's a super fight. And so he doubts the possibility of fighting Terence Crawford right now, right? So he's just being a puzzle. This is the difference between the sport of boxing and the UFC. They are very direct in the UFC. In boxing, it's a lot of salsa dancing. In the UFC, it's very direct. Hey, can I dance with you? Yeah. Very direct. Yes or no? Boxing, it's a lot of misdirection. It's a lot of salsa, a lot of unnecessary movement. Jeremy 2684, Kenneth Howard, Hamilton Steele, TR. What's going on with y'all? Right? It's just a lot of, we got 750 people. Let's get 750 likes, because I know we don't have it. Get the likes to 750. Raphael Gracie, what's going on? Right? So that's the thing. UFC, Conor McGregor, right? Right now, Macadon 1, what's going on, great brother? Right now, Conor McGregor is like, hey, I wanna face Dustin Poirier in the trilogy, Armin Acosta, right? Galvatron, my brother, Mass Arms. Chilltown Major said we got 567 likes. We got 750 people. We got 567 likes. That's 200 people that didn't like the channel. Saving, John Kramer, salute, 7. What's going on? Right? So you got to look at it from this standpoint. Conor McGregor, he lost to Dustin Poirier, right? Austin Graham, what's going on? He lost to Dustin Poirier. They're getting ready to announce the trilogy right now. Omega Red, Wendell Auguste, what's going on? They're getting ready to announce the trilogy right now. So that means, just think about this, right? Tyson Fury owes Deontay Wilder a trilogy that they're contractually obligated to give him, right? A.B. Jackson for downloads, right? Right? And so they fought in February of 2019, 2020? Stay true, Henry. What's going on? Right? Guess what? We haven't got any conclusion. We're talking about May to this situation with Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. So that means Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier, they fought. Conor McGregor lost. Now they're going to fight a trilogy, and we don't even have a conclusion to what's going to take place with that fight. Little Chris Johnson, what's going on? Look, think about that. Mario Brown, what's going on? Pastor Larry Show, what's going on? Right? Let's think about that. Pugilist Salute. Whoa, what's going on? Fitness, what's going on with you? Xavier Woodson, what's going on? So right now, they're gonna have 2 fights before we even get a decision on what's gonna take place with Wilder and Fury. Brian Denham, what's going on with you? Just let that sink in. Courtney Johnson, salute to you in the super chat. Appreciate you. Just let that marinate. George Griffith. Annie Vaughn, what's going on? King Vonnie 86 said we got 602 likes. We got 750 people. We still don't have 700 likes. Smash the like button. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in the house. Smash the like button, people. Get the likes all the way up. Terry Roberts, Macadocious, Mac of the South. What's going on? Right? So just think about this. So we're talking about them going to have 2 fights before we even know what's going to take place at all with that fight. 2 fights. And they're going to have 2 fights since the last time Terence Crawford, Errol Spence fought. And Keith Thurman ain't fighting 2 years. Quan Fields, what's going on? Keith Thurman ain't fighting 2 years. Manny Pacquiao hasn't fought in 2 years. Manny Pacquiao hasn't fought in 2 years. Since he beat Keith Thurman. He won the fight against Keith Thurman. And he still hasn't fought. Keith Thurman lost, and he still hasn't fought. No Slack 504, what's going on? It should not be this difficult to make these fights, people. It just should not be this difficult to make these fights come to fruition. We have to understand that they understand that what the fans want to see. Jay Smith, what's going on? Right, Jalen. Exactly. Like, how are we here where we don't even know what the next move is for Errol Spence, for Terence Crawford, for Keith Thurman, for Manny Pacquiao? Sean Porter has an unfortunate situation, and Danny Garcia is moving up to 54. Deontay Ariel, what's going on? How is this possible? The Real One TV, what's going on? Right? How is this possible? Joseph Wiggins, what's going on? But this is the thing. In the UFC, here's the thing. In the UFC, right? How much? Listen, we are going to get Shamar Rasham Shalom. What's going on? We are going to get what's the dude named the heavyweight that just won the UFC fight? Immediately after he won, what did John Jones say? Let's make it happen. Thomas Moreland, what's going on? What did John Jones say immediately? Joel Murphy, what's going on? Narfeeder Company, what's going on? Right? Ngannou, right? So Ngannou just fought. How long y'all think it's going to be before we get an announcement with John Jones and Francis Ngannou? The Majestic, what's going on? It's going to be very, very soon, right? Very soon. We're gonna get an announcement very, very soon. Emmanuel H, my brother, what's going on with you, great brother? Courtney Johnson, appreciate you in the super chat. What's going on with you? Brooklyn Kennedy, my brother in the super chat, he said, "Show me the money." Yep, that's what John Jones said. That's what John Jones said. Show me the money. Right? And this is what should be taking place in boxing. This is what should be taking place in boxing. It should not be this difficult to make these fights happen. It just shouldn't. Harvey Hot Dog, what's going on with you? 7, my brother, what's going on? Right? It just shouldn't be this difficult to make these fights. So now watch me get John Jones and Francis Ngannou. John Jones hadn't even have a fight at heavyweight yet. John Jones hasn't even had a fight at heavyweight yet. He hasn't had a fight at heavyweight yet, right? But watch John Jones and Francis Ngannou. Watch that fight be made. Watch the fight be made. Slim Jim 314, what's going on? Steve J, what's going on? That fight is going to get made, no problems. Denny Blankney, what's going on? There's not going to be no problems making that fight. It's going to just be made. And they point to the fight that they want to see, and it gets made. Jerry Moore, what's going on? They point to the fight that they want to see, and it gets made. It just gets made. I want to, Francis Ngannou, John Jones, watch the fight get made. St. Louis Mick, my brother, what's going on with you? Debo, my brother in the super chat. Everybody in this era are each other. Yep, avoiding each other, man. And yeah, it just Jay Dixon. What's going on? We just using the business of boxing, right? And the business of boxing is preventing us from getting the fights. When the business are you, the fans. Terence Trent, what's going on? The fans are the business in boxing. DB, my brother in the super chat. Go subscribe to my brother DB. DB dropped that link. He said, "Salute Blue Cuz Sports TV from DB, Fred, and the Barbershop family." Salute to my brother DB, man. DB, you already know. Drop that link, great brother. My brother Dwayne Freeman in the super chat. He said, Blue, the reason we don't get the fights we want or should happen is because there's no governing body. Exactly. Tay 123, what's going on? Exactly, man. Right? Exactly. You know, these fights just need to be made. So Keith Bill, what's going on? So Keith Thurman is saying, "Well, I'm not impressed." Heist 360 Riggers, what's going on with you? Rico Breland, what's going on? So Keith Thurman is saying he's not impressed with Errol Spence. Well, Keith Thurman, he says, well, you know, it's not because of injuries that I'm inactive. So this is my thing. Salute to my brother Keon, Everything Boxing and Sports. Go subscribe to my brother Keon, Everything Boxing and Sports. Keon, you already know what to do. Right? So Keith Thurman, if you're Jay Hutch, what's going on? Keith Thurman, if you're sitting on the shelf and you're not injured, then why aren't you fighting? Why aren't you boxing? Everything, what's going on? Right? Why aren't you boxing? Hubble Telescope, what's going on with you? How come you're not boxing? This is your profession. This is what you do. You're not boxing. And then he's clearly, he has gained weight. Big Zo, what's going on? Because when asked about his weight, Terence Trent, What's going on? When asked about his weight, he said, I haven't weighed myself. So he said, "Oh, how you feel?" Ness asked him, "How you feel?" He said, "Elijah Spears, what's going on?" Ness asked him, "How you feel?" He said, "I don't feel small, but I don't feel small, but I don't feel too big either. I just don't know." Huh? I know what he's mean by that. But this is your profession, Keith. Your last fight, you lost. Nate Woolbright, what's going on? You lost. You was in a hard fight with Josito Lopez. Why? Inactivity. You lost your last fight, and the fight before that, you was in a hard fight. Looked like you could have been on the verge of getting stopped because of inactivity, not because of his skill set, not because of his talent, not because he can't box, not because he's older. It's just simply inactivity. So right now, Keith Thurman should be saying, "Listen, I need to fight somebody. I need to be boxing right now." Monty King, what's going on? You saw Adrian Broner yesterday? Adrian Broner took to social media. So the T Boxing, my brother, what's going on? Adrian Broner took to social media yesterday. And what did Adrian Broner say? "Hey, man, I might have to go to ESPN. I might have to go to Triller because they're not keeping me active and I need to be boxing." That's what he said on social media. I need to be boxing. So if I got to go to Triller, ESPN, I'm going somewhere. Either that or they're going to give me some boxing matches. I need to be boxing. Too often they're sitting back and they just too comfortable just sitting back. Brooklyn Kennedy, my brother in the cash in the super chat, he said no boxing has too much. The UFC just got Dana White. Dana Boxing has Golden Boy, PBC, Top Rank, Eddie, etc. That's why it's too many sanction bodies and too many belts. Exactly. I agree, Brooklyn Kennedy, 1,000%. We got 900 people here. Let's get 900 likes. Smash the like button. Money Brown TV, my brother Money, what's going on? Go subscribe to my brother Money Brown TV. Mr. Mechanical, what's going on with you? TR, my brother in the super chat. Appreciate you, King. Much love to you. Right? So Keith Thurman should be saying, Chaz Bleak 0573, Drew Reed, what's going on with y'all? Eddie Gonzalez, salute. He should be saying, Pepe Le Pew, what's going on? Right now, Keith Thurman should be saying, hey, he should be doing the same thing Adrian Broner doing. And Adrian Broner fought more recent than Keith Thurman. Adrian Broner just fought. Jelani Everett, what's going on? Adrian Broner just fought. Coach Show Dry Race Ball, what's going on? Adrian Broner just boxed. Keith Thurman ain't boxed in going on 2 years. 305 Grant, what's going on? And he's like, oh, the sometime in the summer. Huh? Mike Hayes, what's going on? GD, salute. Yellow Jesus, what's going on with you? Right? Right? So you haven't boxed since July of 2019, and you're saying, "Oh, I'm a box. It's going to be in the summertime, though. Sometime in the summertime." And Ness said, "Well, what about August?" He's August, maybe nothing past August. So you willing to wait until August? Mooney Music, what's going on? D Sham, what's going on? You willing to wait all the way to August? You going on 34? JB Edwards, what's going on? Yeah, Errol looked absolutely great against Danny Garcia, right? Keith Thurman said, yeah, he looked great against Danny Garcia. He should be saying, man, I'm trying to get in the ring ASAP. Tying two wheels, what's going on? Jay Samuels, what's going on? Hey, Terence Crawford is saying he won the box. There's interest there. I'm gonna reach out to them. Troy Battle, what's going on? No, he's like, I ain't hear nothing. When the last time you talked to Al Heyman? Been a long time. Huh? But then you said Errol didn't look impressive. He's not the truth. Terence too small. Well, they trying to make the big fights. Dave Richmond, my brother, what's going on? Bobo, what's going on? Full of Hunger Boxing, what's going on? Marcus All, what's going on? You understand? We got 800, and now we got 878 people. Let's get 878 likes because I know we don't have it. Debo, the G, my brother, in the super chat. He said AB has had 7 since Thurman last fought. Yeah, man. You know, it's just as a fan of the sport of boxing, man, we want to see the best fighting the best, not the best sitting on the shelf. Also, Ray Bay, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on us in the super chat. He says, "Salute, Blue. Salute to you, great brother. Salute to you." Javier Carrillo, what's going on with you? Yeah, man. Yeah, a lot has happened with Adrian Broner. In the past time. You know what I mean? Bo one, my brother in the super chat, he said, "You get a pass for injuries, but Thurman played. He could have done something special. Yeah, he still can. He still can. He just got to make it happen. He just got to be more assertive. Just got to be more assertive, right? We want to see Keith Thurman in the ring. Kevin Clark, what's going on? We want to see Keith Thurman in the ring. We want to see his talent, Stan Swoosh, in the ring. That's what we want to see. Smash the like button. Get the likes to. We got 900 people now. Let's get the likes up. 915 people. Let's get the likes all the way up. Let's work. DeHaven Alexander back in the super chat. He said, Keith married a lovely Dahlia and Jay Lynn looking wife, and that will get you every time. Unbelievable. Kade's 335, my brother. Salute. You're saying 007. What's going on with you? Life, family, fitness, boxing, travel, and health. What's going on? Tiana Scott, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? You're saying 007. What's going on, great brother? DeHaven Alexander, man. Jalen cracking up. So Nitty G, my brother, what's going on with you? Yeah, so Keith Thurman saying Terence Crawford is too small. Well, okay, do what it's going to take to make the fight happen with Terence Crawford. It's for a belt. Tunnel vision, what's going on? It's for a belt. It's for a belt. Davis Garrett Jr., what's going on? So think about this, right? He was asked, Brian Doman, salute. He said, would you take a 70-30 split to fight Errol Spence? And this is another thing. Let me address this, right? Why are we making it literally? Chantel Hill, what's going on? That Errol Spence said 70-30 split for Terence Crawford, to box Terence Crawford. He never said that. He never said that. Trey Boy 89, what's going on? He never said, like, it got to be 70-30. That's not what he was saying. Everybody understands what Errol Spence was saying. Why are we making that the bottom line? Like, as if he said 70-30 or there's no fight. That's not what he said. He simply said, in talking to the fans, when Terence Crawford fans came on there, he was saying, tell your boy to take 60-40. And the fans kept going. Then he said, okay, if y'all keep going, right, it's going to be a 70-30. Right? And then they kept going. Then he said, if y'all keep going, I'm going to make it 80-20. He wasn't saying it got to be 70-30. Come on, people. Come on. What are we doing now? Mr. Mechanical, my brother in the super chat, he says, Blue, instead of Thurman running, he should be running to get in shape for a fight. I agree. It's time. I agree. There's no way, right? He should be saying, oh, my weight is this, my weight is that. And, Keith, you should be in shape. You should be knocking on their door. Right. He was joking, Galvatron, but no, they taking it as if he made it. They got it. The 70-30 is what he said. Come on. What are we doing? Dion Williams, my brother in the super chat, dropping that 3/4 of a dub on us in the super chat. Keith Thurman hasn't been one time since Soto Carras in 2013. My Spurs were in the finals, and Thanos was playing dominoes. He needs to do less talking and more boxing. Yeah, man. Peace be free. What's going on? Von and Steph TV. What's going on? Yeah, man. It's time for us to see Keith Thurman in the ring, displaying his talents. Paradise Found. What's going on? right? We want to see him displaying his talents in the ring. You see? Taquan Savage, what's going on with you, great brother? Where you been at, man? How's everything with you? Hope all is well with you. Man, I haven't seen you or heard from you in a month of days, great brother. Yeah, man, smash the like button, man. We got 838 people, man. Let's get 838 likes. Ivan James, what's going on? Jelson Nicholas, salute. Let's get the likes all the way up. Ivan James, what's going on? Ancestral Rage, what's going on with you, great brother? Right? So we want to see Keith Thurman in the ring displaying his talent. So when you say Terence Crawford is too well, Terence Crawford, let's look at this, right? Pat Scott, what's good with you, Pat? Pat, where you been at, bro? Salute to my brother Pat Scott, man. In the super chat, dropping that dub on us in the super chat. He said, "Facts, Blue." Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mr. 67, salute. Taylor for Wealth, what's going on? Right. So my thing is this, right? We got to look at it from this standpoint. Terence Crawford. Now they might not been the highest level of opponents, but Terence Crawford has stopped his last 6 opponents. And guess what, people? All 6 of Terence Crawford's last opponents that he stopped are all bigger than Keith Thurman. And even down to Julius Ndongo, 5'11" with a 74-inch arm reach. Right? Now, are they as talented? No. But just sheer size, as he stated, he says that he's not a big welterweight. He's not big enough, right? Well, just look at the size. Bobo, what's going on? Lechi Pullman Skills, what's going on? Right? Look at the sheer size. He fought Julius Ndongo, 5'11", 73-inch arm reach. He's bigger than Keith Thurman at 5'7" with a 68-inch arm reach. Jeff Horn, 5'9", with a 69-inch arm reach. He's bigger than Keith Thurman, right? Jose Benavidez, 6 feet tall with a 74-inch arm reach. He's the same size as Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo is 6 feet tall with a 74-inch arm reach. Jose Benavidez Jr. is 6 feet tall with a 74-inch arm. He's the same size, and you can see the clear size difference. That was his second fight welterweight. He's the same size as Jamal Charlo, right? Then you look at Amir Khan. Amir Khan is bigger than Keith Thurman. Now we know Amir Khan fought at lower weight classes, but Amir Khan at 5'9" with a 71-inch arm reach is bigger than Keith Thurman. That's 5'7" with a 68-inch arm reach. Then Egis Kavalauskas. He's bigger than Keith Thurman. Train Warrior, what's going on? Egis Kavalauskas, 5'9" with a 70-inch arm reach. Bigger than Keith Thurman. Andrew Brooks, what's going on? Roll 1980 Lawhorn, what's going on? He's bigger than Keith Thurman. Paul Counterboxing, what's going on? Right? And then Kell Brook is bigger than Keith Thurman. Now, again, let me clarify. They're not the level of talent and skill in the ring as Keith Thurman, but just sheer physicality. They're bigger than Keith Thurman. Aristocat 12, what's going on? Rocco 3, what's going on? Eric Diaz, what's going on? Okay, Taquan. Hope all is well with you, great brother. Troy back, salute. Taquan, man, just check in and let me know you're good, great brother. Every now and then. Jordan Maverick, Los Angeles Lakers, Sosa S, salute. Just check in, great brother, and let me know you're good. Whether you inbox me or not, just let me know. Right? You understand what I'm saying? So they bigger than Keith Thurman. St. Louis Mick, my brother in the super chat, he said just for Keith Blue, we got it for the brother. For sure. For sure, man. For sure. DT Taylor, my brother, salute. St. Louis Mick, it's like he got complacent, right? He got comfortable. Iron Slam, salute. Right? OPC Music Group, what's going on? I Am Slam said, keyword, not on their level. That doesn't matter about physicality. You're boxing guys that are bigger and stronger than you, right? He's talking about sheer size. Jabril Bay, what's going on? He said that he's not a big welterweight. He's not a big, strong welterweight. like we are. He don't represent the same challenge to Manny Pacquiao and other boxers like we do because he's not as big and strong as we are. He's not a welterweight. That's what he said. So he's talking about size. He's not talking about skills. You understand? Because looking from this standpoint, if Keith Thurman went up to junior welterweight, he would be one of the most skilled boxers at junior middleweight. He would be one of the most skilled boxers at junior middleweight, but he's not going to be the biggest junior middleweight. He's not going to be the biggest guy. So those guys up there could say, "Oh, he's not a junior middleweight." Jarrett Hurd, Swift Jarrett Hurd is much bigger than Keith Thurman. Now, Jarrett Hurd is not as skilled as Keith Thurman, but if Keith Thurman went to junior middleweight, well, Hurd is going to be like, well, he's not a junior middleweight. Devin Blocker, what's going on? Jay Gizos, what's going on, great brother? You follow what I'm telling you? They're going to be like, well, he's not a junior middleweight. He's a little guy. We're not talking about skill. He's talking about size. Mike J, what's going on? So he's talking about size. He says size-wise, right? They're not on my level. I mean, Terence Crawford physically is a smaller guy. He's not a welterweight. That's what he said. So he don't represent the same challenge everybody else does. Well, I beg to differ because Terence Crawford is actually now grown into his welterweight body, and he's actually looks bigger than Keith Thurman. He's 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach. OG Eric in St. Louis, what's going on? And we see the pictures of Errol Spence. Of Terence Crawford now. So Terence Crawford physically is bigger than Keith Thurman right now. Michael, what's going on with you? Jerry Moore, what's going on? Debo, the G, my brother in the super chat, he said, great fighters fight great fighters, sizes, exactly. And then you got to look at it from this standpoint. How many times Floyd Mayweather got in the ring and he was the bigger guy? You could count on one hand. The Marquez fight, maybe the Ricky Hatton fight. What other fight was he the bigger guy? Calvin Ringo, what's going on? Y'all know what's going on, great brother. Flamboy Entertainment Promotions, what's going on? Fat Cat Shadow Boxing, what's going on? What fight was outside of the Marquez fight, the Ricky Hatton fight? Physically, what fights was Floyd Mayweather the bigger guy in those fights? And Manny Pacquiao. Right? But get this though. He says, Jaime Peralta, what's going on? He says, well, Terence Crawford, he's not a big guy. He's much bigger than Manny Pacquiao. American Patriot 1776. What's going on with you, great brother? Mr. G, what's going on? He's much bigger than Manny Pacquiao. Chris M, what's going on? You just fought Manny Pacquiao. Marcus R, what's going on? You understand? Ron on Steph TV said, who's better, Mean Machine or Josito Lopez? Man, I would have to say Mean Machine right now. But Josito Lopez, he improved a lot. Man, I would love to see that fight. Josito Lopez versus Igis Kavalaskis. But he's Nico Kumar. What's going on? He's much bigger than Manny Pacquiao. Zab Judah and Floyd are about the same size. Zab might be May Sense 84. What's going on, great brother? JT, what's going on? Manny Pacquiao, Zab Judah and Floyd are like the same size. Yeah, Zab may be a little bit bigger than Floyd. They're the exact same size. 5'8", 72-inch arm reach. Yeah, they're the exact same size. Ryan Taylor, my brother in the super chat, he said, I'm here now, Blue. Salute. What's going on with you, Ryan Taylor? How you feeling, great brother? William Old School on that. My brother in the super chat, he said, Blue, I miss the old days when the best just fought the best. Man, me too. I'm with you. Tackle Jones, what's going on with you, great brother? I'm with you. Yeah, Zab is 5'8", 72-inch arm reach. Floyd is 5'8", 72-inch arm reach. Signs of Times TV HQ, what's going on? Donald Boston, what's going on? They're the exact same size. They're both bigger than Keith Thurman. They're both bigger than Keith Thurman. They're both bigger than Keith Thurman. Right? Cassandra Mason, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Terry Roberts, salute. They both born in 77. Yep. Stephen Young, my brother, what's going on with you? Cool 123, my brother, what's going on? Cool 123 said, uh, to think Wilder is a good boxer. He won the Olympic bronze medal in 2 years. You don't think he's a good boxer? He won an Olympic bronze medal in boxing in 2 years. Robert Easton Jr., my brother. Stephen Young, my brother in the super chat. Appreciate you, great brother. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up, man. Can't make this stuff up, man. My brother Emmanuel H in the super chat dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. Salute Blue Kings and Queens in the chat. It's funny that Keith No Time Thurman always have a lot to say, except contracts are signed. I'm fighting Bud Spence or any other top fighter. Shaking my head. Yeah. Marcus Joseph, what's going on? That's what I'm saying when he says, like, it's like it's real confusing, right? It's like he's like, I'm gonna fight in the summertime. Tyler Smith, what's going on? Just be direct. All West, what's going on? Just all we have to do is be direct. That's it. Hey, hey, Keith, you want to fight Terence Crawford? You want to box Terence Crawford? Yes or no? You know what's going on. I want to fight. I want to box Terence Crawford next. UFC, we get this all the time. Who you want? This person. They make the fight happen. Elvis Henson, what's going on? EJ Love, what's going on? Corey Bing Sr., my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said Thurman is speaking of he is on the outside looking in now with an easy access to get in. He can only himself. Right. With no easy access to get back in. Right. He only has himself to be accountable for. Exactly. Exactly. Jay Lee, my brother, what's going on with you? So AMG2, what's going on with you? So yeah, so you got to look at it from this standpoint, man. We just want to see the best fight the best in the sport of boxing. That's it. That's what we're looking for, to see the best fight the best. Hands down. That's it. Hands down. That's all we want to see. Eye of the Tiger, what's going on? We want to see the best box the best. Period. Period. That's it. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Phil J 508, my brother, what's going on? Hamilton Steel, what's going on? Yeah, smash the like button, people. Let's get the likes to 1K. Hold on 1 second, my people. Amin Hump, my brother in the Cash App. Appreciate you. In the Super Chat. Appreciate you, great brother. Von Steph TV, my brother in the Super Chat. He said, Manny got all these fighters around with their. He said they need to just let old Manny go and move on and fight each other. I agree. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Terence. You can't make this stuff up. Wazoo, what's going on? Detroit living, what's going on? You can't make this stuff up, man. Like how many players ball? What's going on? Troy Backs, look, P Dog, what's going on? There's how many channels is there out there? It's got to be millions. Go watch them. Go watch them. You see what I'm saying? Like, how does that work? American Patriot 1776 said we got 905 likes. Let's get the likes to 1K. Smash the like button. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Smash the like button before you come inside. Let's work. Mark Fralin, what's going on? Salute to my brother Reggie Burris in the super chat, dropping that half a hundo on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said Thurman from Danny in the later half and lost to Pacquiao without motivation. Crawford is still my dude, and Spence is a Thurman is good though. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, in the second half of the fight, Keith Thurman was utilizing the ring far too much, which saw him, which saw Danny close the gap in the fight and make the fight closer than it should have been. I'm glad. You know what's funny, right? I'm glad when he was on Ness show. Shout out to the Boxer Voice. Shout out to my brother Ness. Right, Jose Barbosa. Go subscribe to Ness and the Boxer Voice. When he was on Ness and they asked him though, when he said, "Oh, he wasn't impressed with Errol Spence win over Danny," and I forgot the other brother name on Ness show, but he said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, Keith. Well, I got to say this because when you fought Danny Garcia said he wanted a rematch because he thought he won, and there was a lot of people that thought he won the fight or it could have been a draw. When Errol fought Danny, there was nobody that thought Danny even came close to winning the fight. I was glad he said that when he said that. And Keith was like, "Yeah, well, I forgot what he started to say because it was just like, he was starting to say like, I couldn't even remember what he was saying." Kashif Dixon, my brother in the super chat, he said, "In my opinion, the networks need to force these guys to fight like they did back in the day." I agree, but they take part in it as well. They take part in it as well because they're looking for the perfect situation and scenario to have these fights staged in, and it just don't work that way. The Haven Alexander, my brother in the super chat, once again, I remember when I went to the fights on the strip, they followed me all through the MGM, asking to take a picture, telling me I look like Diddy. The Haven Alexander looking like Puffy. That's why your profile pic look like that. Take that, take that, take that. Doom, 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 doom. They said they used to follow me all through, asking me to take pictures, though they thought he was Puffy. Idris Mateen, my brother in the super chat, he said Thurman made fun of Pacquiao, then made turn Then many turned around and Keith Thurman in that same fashion. Yeah. Well, he didn't knock him out, but he beat him. He didn't knock him out, but he beat him. Ahmed Hunt, my brother in the super chat, once again, he said Keith should, I guess he meant to say, be itching to fight Bud. If he beats Bud, he'll be right back in the talks for a super fight with Errol. Time is running out on him. I agree 1,000%. That's why I said, he should be, he should be looking to fight Terence Crawford. If he feels like Terence Crawford is not a big guy, Charlo Quintana, what's going on with you? If he feel like Terence Crawford is not a big guy, Jay Lewis, what's going on? He should be looking, if he feels like Terence Crawford is not a big guy, right? Then and he feels like Terence Crawford doesn't present the same challenge everybody else does, then he should ultimately be, pushing for that fight with Terence Crawford. You see what I'm saying? He should be pushing for that fight with Terence Crawford, right? Because it's a easy fight to make. It's an easy fight to make. Hold on one second, my peopleization. Yeah. So I think that that's a fight that he should be pushing. Az Landlords, what's going on with you? Michael Booker's, what's going on with you? He should be pushing for that fight to take place. He should be pushing for it because you know he should excuse me, y'all. He should be pushing for that fight to take place because he knows he would have the advantage in the fight. Signature sounds what's going on. He know he would have the advantage in the fight, so he should be he should be looking at it from a standpoint like just like you said. He knows what position that would put him in because he knows now if he get, let's say he beats Terence Crawford. Well, then the boxing world, AB 415, what's going on? Then the boxing world would be clamoring for, like you said, for a Terence Crawford. I mean, excuse me, for Errol Spence Keith Thurman fight, right? He puts himself right back in that talk where he once was with Errol Spence Jr., right? And then it would be hard for Errol Spence to walk away from that fight because if he beats Terence Crawford and Errol Spence beats Yordenis Ugas and it's for undisputed, and he already, Errol Spence already, Carl Rillis, what's going on with you? He already views Keith Thurman a certain kind of way. Well, that would make the fight even bigger. Felix Mays, what's going on with you? You understand? So that would put Errol Spence in a position where Errol Spence is going to be like, all right, you know what? I didn't want to box Keith Thurman, right? I was past that, but Errol Spencer would be like, okay, I'm gonna make it happen with Keith Thurman. Donnie Slaughter, what's going on? Jose Barbosa, what's going on? He at that point, I believe that Errol Spence would be like, okay, all right, I got to make this fight happen. One fight is Keith Thurman. I'm gonna make it happen. D. Sham, what's going on? Lamont Blake, what's going on? Jay Davis, what's going on? He would look at it and be like, okay, all right, now I'm a boss. I got to boss Keith Thurman, and the storyline would be huge, right? The promotion, melanated motivation, what's going on? The promotion for it would be huge. right? It would be huge. Alfred Yashirala, what's going on? It would be huge. Brian Williams, what's going on? It would be absolutely huge. Smash the like button, man. We should have 1.1K. Let's smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.1K. Let's work. Golden Southpaw, what's going on with you? Get the likes to 1.1K. Smash the like button. Right? So wipe your feet before you come inside. So with that said, Keith Thurman has, like the brother said, it's difficult for him to put himself in position. But more I think about it, it's really not. It's really not going to be that difficult to put himself in position to get this fight. It's not. You know why it's not going to be? Because he has the route where if Manny Pacquiao don't take the Terence Crawford fight, TR, what's going on? Right? If he don't take Romel Charles, what's going on? He don't take the Manny Pacquiao don't take the Terence Crawford fight. Billy Bob, what's going on? Donald Outlaw, what's going on? Well, then Keith Thurman, DMTV, what's going on? He should put himself in the position where, okay, let's give Terence Crawford an offer he can't refuse. How can we do that? Okay, let's tell Terence Crawford, let's tell Terence Crawford, listen, we'll take this, and this. You see what I'm saying? Or we'll take this, and this. Right? We'll take Eric Alden. What's going on with you? Trey Mill, what's going on? We'll take 5 million. Because understand, all West, what's going on? Understand what the reward is at the end. Jeffrey Brooks, my brother in the super chat. It's funny to me because not long ago, Keith said out his mouth that nobody wants the WBO belt. Now listen to him. I forgot he said that. See, so LJ Burns, Maurice Bridges, what's going on? Tony TV, what's going on? See, the thing is, like you said, I forgot about that. Right? Jeffrey Brooks, I forgot about that. Which more is it tells us that he don't want to box Terence Crawford. I forgot he said that. Hold on. Hold on. Right? I forgot that he said that. So it's he don't want to box Terence Crawford. He don't want to box Terence Crawford. School of Skills, my brother. What's going on with you, great brother? Where you been at, man? Anthony Rose, what's going on? Hope all is well with you, great brother. Warrior Class the Third, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. J Rocker, Georgia, what's going on with you? He says, salute, Blue. If Crawford fights with Pacquiao or Thurman and wins, does Crawford have to honor Porter as the mandatory before fighting Errol Spence? Smash the like button. I think that he would, but I don't think. I think that he would, but I don't think that Francione Arcelia, salute. I don't think that Sean Porter would stand in the way. I don't think that Sean Porter would stand in the way. I think that Sean Porter would be well in his right, to make the fight, to push for the fight, but I don't think he'll stand in the way. I think Loyal to the Game Boxer Talk, what's going on? I think that Sean Porter, would I think that Sean Porter at that point in time, I think that Sean Porter would, put himself in a position where he's guaranteed the winner because it would be for undisputed, right? So I think that Sean Porter would just put himself in position to say, I'm going to get the winner, right? Dr. Pablo Sled, what's going on with you, right? Because there's other big fights that Sean Porter can make as well, like Virgil Ortiz is number 2. I think Sean Porter beats Virgil Ortiz. So you put Sean Porter in there with Virgil Ortiz, I think he beats Virgil Ortiz. Right? Rod Gomez 7 artwork. What's going on? Right? I think Sean Porter beats Virgil Ortiz. I think that Sean Porter. Listen, if your name is not Errol Spence, obviously we saw Keith Thurman beat Sean Porter, but it's a very close fight. Or Terence Crawford, you're not going to beat Sean Porter. And maybe Jaron Ennis, Goody Harris, salute. You're not going to beat Sean Porter. But there's still big fights to be made with Sean Porter. Tonovich said Golden Boy isn't going to let Virgil Ortiz fight Sean Porter. Yeah, I agree. You're not going to beat Sean Porter. But I don't think that Sean Porter would stand in the way if he's given an opportunity to fight, to box somebody else with the guarantee that he can box the winner. Omega Red, what's going on? Brian Elwes, what's going on? If Sean Porter's in that position, I don't see Sean Porter saying, I need my mandatory before that fight take place. I don't think he'll do that. He's just a very, very humble guy. Right? Tay Walker, what's going on? Texas Elite, what's going on? I don't think that Sean Porter, he's just a very humble guy. Look right now, now I don't know the logistics as to why he's not pushing for the mandatory position, but I just don't see him, doing it. If that's the case, he'll for the sport of boxing, he'll allow it to take place as long as Ty High Life, what's going on? As long as he's yeah, that's the way it goes. As long as he's guaranteed the position, to be in a position to fight the winner for undisputed, I think Sean Porter would be okay with that. But he got to get a big fight. You got to give him still a big fight, though. You can't just tell him they're going to fight. There's nothing on the horizon, and then that's not going to work. Jaquan Halem, what's going on with you? TJ, my brother, JT, my brother in the super chat, once again dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He said, like Spence said about Ugas, all he needed is something I wanted. Keith versus Bud would be the best fight for Spence versus Ugas winner. A win-win for undisputed no matter what. We need to push for it. I like it. Armin Beats, my brother, what's going on with you? You understand what I'm saying? So, I don't believe I like that, right? And I would like if Sean Porter was in the equation, but Keith Thurman versus Terence Crawford, make it happen. Make it happen. Right? If Keith Thurman feels like Terence Crawford is too small, he can't compete, he don't pose the same challenge as everybody else, well then make it happen. Rich Stacks, my brother in the building, what's going on? Yeah, it is. It truly is. It truly is, Rich Stacks. It truly is. On twos, what's going on? Dan Staley, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue. He said, salute, Blue Blood. Tell Kirk, the historian, we wish him well and good health. Yeah, he said he'll probably be back on tomorrow. There's no rush, as long as he get back healthy, there's no rush, man. There's no rush at all. So as long as he gets back healthy, that's all that counts, man. That's all that counts. You know what I mean? So he said tomorrow he'll probably be back on. Hopefully. Gator Flash 123. What's going on with you, great brother? Phil J 508, my brother in the super chat. He said Bob told WBO not to sanction Porter Bud fight, in my opinion. But that would be hard to do if yeah, right, because is he legit the mandatory challenger? Or he's just the number one ranked challenger? Right? Because I've been saying he's the mandatory challenger. Is he legit the mandatory challenger? Battle Ready Fitness, defense. What's going on? or is he just simply Detroit living? What's going on? Crawford needs to fight Charlo. No, he just needs to fight the best that's out there. What's going on with you, baby boy? I love you too. Yep, the grind don't stop. The grind don't stop. Yeah, so uh uh so yeah, so you know, hold on, my peoples. Got you, Terence. So Bernard Byers Jr., what's going on? Al Green, what's going on? Yeah, so Cassius Clay, what's going on? Smash the like button, man. Get the likes to 1.1K. Smash the like button. Let's work. Let's get the likes to 1.1K. Let's make it happen. Cassius Clay, what's going on with you? John Sheehan, what's going on? So with that said, I forgot that Keith Thurman said nobody wants the WBO belt. I forgot that Keith Thurman said that. So therefore, I believe that Terence Crawford is mixing it up when Terence Crawford is saying, these guys are telling me go get a belt, go do this. They're giving me so many different scenarios for me to be able to fight them. That's Keith Thurman. I forgot he said that. Nobody values the WBO belt. Loving Now Ganther, what's going on? T Mill, what's going on? I forgot that Keith Thurman said that. And it's So Roll 1980 Longhorn, my brother in the super chat, he says salute to OG Sugar, get well. Blue Bud is gonna fight a off-brand dude, and this man, my smoky boy. Yeah, man. I believe that at this point in time that Terence Crawford, he wants to fight the. I think that he truly wants. I think that his goal ultimately is to get the Pacquiao fight. Right. I think that that's ultimately his goal. For whatever reason. Maybe it's the reason that Manny Pacquiao continues to, swerve him, right? Maybe he like, man, I got to get this dude in the ring. Maybe that's the reason, right? P. Newell, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue. He said, real talk, Blue, Keith is a great fighter, but I think he will never be the same again. He don't want Bud or Spence, but if he really want to get back on top, fight Enos first. Yeah. That would be a very, very difficult fight, Jaron Ennis. I don't think he can beat Jaron Ennis. Burgess Meredith, what's going on with your great brother? I don't think he could beat Jaron Ennis. A raw 1980 Longhorn, I'm just trying to be optimistic. That's all. Kurt Anderson, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar, a.k.a. the historian, a.k.a. my brother, my co-host. He in the chat, in the super chat. He said, peace, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow. Man, no rush, great brother. As long as you're in good health, that's all that counts. Big old boxing, what's going on? And still, what's going on with you? And still TV. Raymond Mack, what's going on? As long as you're in good health, Kurt, that's all that counts. Bobo, what's going on? So yes, sir. Kurt will be back tomorrow. So we got big fight this weekend too, Kurt. And everybody waiting to hear your take and your final analysis on that fight for Saturday, especially the brother Jermaine Bean. I know he waiting. He can't wait, man. So with that said, right, Trelana Steele, peace of blessings, Queen. How you doing? Peace of blessings to Texas. Yeah, so D Block Express, what's going on? Yeah, they're gonna win it this year. Steven Lozano, what's going on? They're gonna win. The Nets gonna win this year. But yeah, so my brother Box Conversation, Reggie Owens in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Box Conversation, Reggie Owens. What's going on with you, great brother? Drop the link so people can subscribe to your channel. So yeah, and smash the like button too, people. Get the likes to 1.2K. Smash that like button. Get the likes to 1.2K, my peoples. We got 1K. Get the likes up to 1.2K. Get the likes up. John Norrie said, I heard Kyrie retired. Nah, man. Come on, man. Bill D, what's going on? He said, I heard Kyrie retired. Man, he just played last night, man. LaJessica Burning, peace of blessings, Queen. How you doing? He just played and had a great game last night. DAF 316, what's going on? Trelane Steele, she said, I love your show. I appreciate you, Queen. Thank you. Man, Kyrie just played last night, man. Great brother, man. Come on, great brother. Don't try to put that on us. Don't try to put that on us. Oh, man, Kyrie retired. Come on, man. He just played last night and had a great game. I don't know if he's going to play tonight because it's a back-to-back, but he definitely just played last night. And he put up numbers. You want Kyrie to retire. I mean, he had 31 points and 12 assists. He had 31 points, 12 assists, and 6 boards last night, and 3 steals. He retired, man. Larry Harden, what's going on? Yeah, Larry, man. Come on, man. What they doing? What they trying to do with Kyrie, man? So Johnny Ray Lopez, Amir Rogers, what's going on with you? So yeah, so we want to see Keith Thurman in the ring, man, with the best. We want to see the best fighting the best, and we want to see Keith Thurman in the ring with the absolute best, point blank and period. That's what we want to see. We want to see Keith Thurman in the ring with the absolute best. And LaMarcus Aldridge is going to play tonight. This is, nothing against Keith Thurman's skill set. Chun Odom, what's going on with you? Keith Thurman got a great skill set, right? Keith Thurman got a lot of talent. He has a lot of talent. You know what I mean? So, we want to see Keith Thurman in the ring with the absolute best, right? Because when you don't see Keith Thurman and the Terence Crawford, Keith Thurman and Errol Spence, Keith Thurman and those two, because he already fought Danny Garcia and Sean Porter. But we need to see him in the ring with the absolute best. Period. We need to see your talent on display. We need to see the best against the best, right? And he said he's going to come back. This is the last time. But get this. He said, this is the last time I'm going to stay inactive. Well, you said that before your last hiatus, Keith. Boston and Barbecue, what's going on with you? Before the last hiatus, Keith Thurman told us, well, this is the last time we going to have this. Yeah, we've been through this before. You said this before. Now we want to see you in the ring with the absolute best. Salute to my brother Carolina Ryder. Come through, studding up, dropping that hundo on your boy Blue in the super chat. He says, salute. What's going on with you, great brother? Appreciate you 1,000%, man. 1,000%. Mikey Garcia versus Keith Thurman. I would love to see that fight. I would love to see that fight. Because Keith Thurman is going to give Mikey Garcia more openings than Errol Spence did. I would love to see that fight. John Smith, what's going on with you? I would love to see, Keith Thurman and Mikey Garcia. Great fight. Appreciate you, my brother, Carolina Ryder. Texas Bubba 6 TV, what's going on with you, great brother? Wadi Reynoso, what's going on? Who you got, Ryan Garcia or Javier Fortuna? They probably, what do you say? They probably fight next. But that's a tough fight for Ryan Garcia. I favor Ryan Garcia, but I wouldn't be surprised if Javier Fortuna win the fight. R. Stokes, what's going on? I wouldn't be surprised if Javier Fortuna win the fight. That's a tough fight for him. Tough fight for him. My brother Drew Titan, the Drew in the building, in the super chat. He said Bronx on deck. Yes, sir. Go subscribe to my brother Drew Titan, the Drew. Drew, you already know. Drop the link so that people can subscribe to your channel, great brother. B-Man910, what's going on with you? Drop the link so that people could subscribe to your channel, great brother. Drop the link, great brother. Jeffrey Monroe, my brother in the super chat. I'm from Brooklyn. I hope Kyrie is still with the man. Kyrie, man, Jeffrey Monroe. Don't listen to them, man. He just played last night and dropped 31 points, 12 assists, 6 boards, and 3 steals. Kyrie is we're gonna be holding up. What's the name of the trophy in the NBA? We're gonna be holding up that trophy. Smash the like button, man. Get the likes to 1.2K. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.2K. Get the likes up to 1.2K. Smash that like button. Let's work. Let's work. Ow. Let's work to the drummer's beat. Let's work. Bobo, what's going on? Dan the Prophet, what's going on with you? John Nori, what's going on? So he said the Vince Gretzky trophy. No, that's hockey. The Larry O'Brien, L-Town. Thank you. All right, he said the Vince Gretzky trophy. That's hockey, man. Sure, Saray, what's going on with you? Jay Lynn says slowly roll. Who you got winning? Jason Wyndham, my brother in the super chat. Appreciate you, King. Appreciate you. Yeah, the Larry O'Brien trophy. Yeah, the Brooklyn Nets gonna be holding that up this year. For sure. For sure. And Andre Drummond got injured last night. Mo Love Music. What's going on? Yeah, so yeah, man. So and I think that due to inactivity, Tyler Overstreet, what's going on? I think that due to inactivity, I think that Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, I believe they both possibly stopped Keith Thurman. Because what they both do great. What's Keith Thurman's biggest weakness? His biggest weakness is going to the body. What do they both do great? Go to the body. They both go to the body very well. And they both versatile with it. Amir Rogers, what's going on? Ancestral Ray, right. Going to the body. And that's what he's most susceptible to. And due to inactivity on top of it, right. Where was this, like you said, where was this energy when Keith Thurman was the belt holder? Right. Smash the like button, get the likes to 1.2K. Right. This is what we wanted Keith Thurman to do this when he was still the unified world champion. Christian Ortiz, what's going on with you? Yeah, St. Louis make. I think so because they have so much talent on the team that unless it's multiple injuries that the team suffers, they got so much talent on the team that I truly can't see them being hindered. Wayman Davis is going on. Yeah, get the likes to 1.2K. Get the likes to 1.2K. $1.2K. Let's work. Get the likes to 1.2K. Jay Lynn said the Lakers. No, Lakers. Bobo said Lakers aren't winning. Yeah, no, Lakers. No, no, sir. Nets are too versatile. Brooklyn Life, what's going on with you? Ken Massey, what's going on? All West, what's going on? Right. So, the fact that Keith Thurman struggles when people go to the body now, obviously, everybody, the reason that that's implemented in your game plan, Michael James 616 salute, is because, it's you. What's going on with you? It's because it's simply due to the fact that, you can catch somebody in the body that they don't see, and that's it. They can't recover in 10 seconds, right? It's just like we saw what Ryan Garcia just did with Luke Campbell. It's just sometimes it's just too difficult to recover in 10 seconds, in a 10 count. In a 10 count. It's just too difficult to recover in a 10 count. So the fact that Keith Thurman, that's his weakest point, and the fact that that's what they do great. Alika Diamond, peace of blessings, Queen. That's what they do great. They're both great body. They both do great body work. Flyhead 89, what's going on, great brother? And on top of it, inactivity. Right? Ness said to Keith Thurman, he said, I would much rather see you have a tune-up or a fight, before you go into one of those fights, because if you go into one of those fights and you lose, no, everybody's going to point to your inactivity as the reason as to why you lost. So I would much rather see you get another fight, before you go. Ben Don't Break, what's going on? Thrill Hill, what's going on? So he next said we much rather see you have a tuna fight, or some sort of fight to just to get things all greased back up and oiled back up and moving again. Pause, and he said, well, it really doesn't matter. Well, no, it does matter. See, that's the thing about Keith Thurman, right? Remember, he said, "Oh, it didn't matter, if he did a testing with Manny Pacquiao, that don't matter. It doesn't matter, right?" And now he's saying, "Well, he should have done it with Manny Pacquiao." Well, right. These things are put in place for a reason. There's reasons that you have tune-up fights, right? There's reason as to why you have stay busy fights. There's reasons why fighters want to stay active, because you want to keep momentum. You want to have momentum when you're going into the biggest fights of your career. You want to have momentum. And Keith Thurman is giving up momentum. Thomas Mallory, what's going on with you? The Nutty T, what's going on? Right? This is what he's giving up the momentum. Right? No, you want to have momentum when you're going into these big fights. You want to have as much momentum as possible. Ron Mitchell, what's going on? My brother IML Will, what's going on? Go subscribe to my brother IML Will. Drop the link so the people can subscribe to your channel. Right? You want to have as much momentum going into these big fights as possible. You don't want to give up, any momentum. Right? You don't want to give up any momentum, right? When you have these big fights. Rodriguez Jackson, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? RGJ3 Boston, what's going on with you? Right? You want to have as much momentum going into the big fights as possible. You don't want to be inactive, right? And that's the thing. Keith Thurman has been inactive for far too long. Look at the fight. T-Mill, what's going on? Darius Burrows, what's going on? You look at the fight with Keith Thurman and Josito Lopez. Is there any true reason or comparison as to why Keith Thurman struggled with Josito Lopez? Devon Spruce, Luke. Yeah, inactivity. Jeffrey Brooks, my brother in Super Chat. Let's think about it. Spence don't want to fight Keith. Manny isn't going to give him a rematch, and Porter doesn't have a belt. So all that leaves is Bud. Right. And it's for a belt. It's for a belt. So that's my thing, right? You want to have as much momentum in these big fights as possible. Money in the Ghetto, what's going on with you, great brother? You want to have as much momentum going in these big fights as possible. And that's the thing, right? Keith Thurman gives up momentum. Is there any, like I said, Marquise Hogan, what's going on? King Sadiq, what's going on? David the Real Thomas, what's going on, great brother? Calvin Ringo, what's going on? Is there any question that Keith Thurman is the far, far better skilled athletic fighter than Josito Lopez? The only reason you could point to is say, why was Josito Lopez even on the verge of possibly stopping Keith Thurman? Is because Keith Thurman was inactive. It's because Keith Thurman was inactive. Crown Me King, what's going on? Fly Guy Indy, what's going on with you? That guy, what's going on? Right? Inactivity. It caught up with him in a fight with Josito Lopez. And Josito Lopez nearly stopped him. So if Keith Thurman was active, does Jose, now we never know, right? But does Josito Lopez possibly have that much success against Keith Thurman? More than likely not. More than likely not. But then we got to look at fights like the Luis Collazo fight, right? Luis Collazo had success against Keith Thurman, right? So it's his talent. He just needs to stay active. Jason Whittam, salute. AZ Landlord, my brother in the super chat. Salute, Blue. I appreciate the grind, fam. Appreciate you 1000%, great brother. You see what I'm saying? Activity is important in the sport of boxing. It's very important. You know, so and like I said, if Keith Thurman thinks that Terence Crawford is too small for the division, make the fight, because you after you the reward is so huge if you beat Terence Crawford. If he beats Terence Crawford, the reward for that is so massive, it's not even funny. So take the lesser split. Copper Shada, Jayville Arroyo. What's going on with y'all? The Elijah Martinez, what's going on? John Norrie, what's going on? The reward for beating Terence Crawford, he would be viewed as the best pound for pound fighter in the world, right? People would be surprised. Antoine Reed, what's going on? People would start being, oh man, I don't think Errol could beat him. Oh, I don't think this person could beat him. You understand? Antoine Reed, what's going on? I don't think Errol could beat him. I don't think this person could beat him. I don't think that's what would arise. Amari Ashton, what's going on? That's what I believe. That's what will take place. Oh man, 63rd, what's going on? He could beat Errol Spence. He could do this. He beat Terence Crawford. That's what's going to happen with no controversy. Because if there's a question like, man, I thought Terence won or this, well, then it's going to be a different story. But if he goes in there and beats Stomp him out, what's going on? And beats Terence Crawford with no questions. Oh man. SG, my brother in Super Chat. Salute, Blue. Thurman has been calling Bud small since he moved up. However, every welterweight Bud knocked out is bigger than Thurman. Right. He don't want it. Right. That's what I said. They all bigger than Keith Thurman, and Terence Crawford himself is bigger than Keith Thurman. If we really want to be technical. And Terence Crawford has grown into the division. Physically. Physically, he's definitely grown into the division. RGJ3 Boston, my brother in Super Chat. He said, Blue, where do you rank Keith right now in his career? What do you mean when you say that? All time? Or right now, where do I rank him amongst the welterweights? Because right now, if he fought Sean Porter right now, I think Sean Porter is going to win the fight. I still think because of Danny Garcia's limitations with his feet, his foot speed, and his foot movement, he still beats Danny Garcia. Is he better than Errol Spence and Terence Crawford? No. I don't think that he could beat Jaron Ennis, right? And is he a Hall of Famer? I don't know. I don't know. Is Keith Thurman, did he accomplish enough to be a Hall of Famer? I don't know. I don't think so. But he did beat Sean Porter. He did beat Danny Garcia. Is that enough to get him in the Hall of Fame? He was unified. I don't think so. Colin Moore, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Appreciate you, King. I don't think All West said, really? Keith Thurman definitely a Hall of Famer. Is he? Who'd he beat? Who'd he beat? You know what makes Sean Porter a Hall of Famer? You know what makes Danny Garcia a Hall of Famer? Their resume is deep. Danny Garcia was a champion unified in 2 different divisions. Black Bruce Wayne Jr., what's going on? Christian Ortiz, what's going on? Danny Garcia beat multiple times. He was the underdog, and he won those fights. How many fights was Keith Thurman the underdog in and won? Derek Hopkins, salute. He beat both of them. He was unified, but who else did he beat? They beat other people. They fought other people. Jason Wyndham, my brother in the super chat, if Manny beats Crawford convincingly, will he give Crawford a rematch or will he try to get a fight with Errol Spence? If he beats Terence Crawford, he's gonna try to fight Errol Spence. And remember, Bob Arum said he don't even believe in rematch clause. And he didn't have one for Lomachenko or Teofimo Lopez. So if Manny Pacquiao beats him, Manny Pacquiao is not looking to rematch Terence Crawford and then fight Errol Spence. No, he's going to move on and fight. Tax, what's going on? Jason Wyndham, he's going to move on and look to fight Errol Spence in another huge, huge fight, which would be something he's never accomplished in his career, which is to become undisputed. And so because PLG Ski, salute, Surratt 357, what's going on? To become undisputed, then he's going to leave it alone. 1-290-375, salute. He says, so you're saying Keith Thurman beat 2 Hall of Famers. Right. But what else has he done? What else has he accomplished? He beat Sean Porter, but that wasn't for the belt. He was defending his belt. He beat Danny Garcia for a belt. It was a unification battle. Okay, what else has he done? Easy De Niro, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Appreciate you, King. AOP, salute. He said he beat the man who beat the man. Really? Who? Who? What else has he done? Who else has he beat? Has he been in as many big fights as Sean Porter and Danny Garcia? No. Has he beaten more world champions than Sean Porter and Danny Garcia? No. Yes, he has the talent to do so, but he hasn't done it. He has the talent to do so, but he hasn't done it. Always said the only person Keith hasn't fought is Errol Spence. No, he hasn't fought Terence Crawford. He hasn't fought Errol Spence. What do you mean? He hasn't. You're right. You know what? Y'all right. He did fight Manny Pacquiao. He lost, but it was a close fight. So yeah, he has fought Manny Pacquiao too. So you're right. You're right. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. He did fight Manny Pacquiao too. So yeah, that might get him in the Hall of Fame. He lost, but it was a close fight. He beat Danny and Sean. Yeah, that might get him in the Hall of Fame. You're right. Y'all right. Y'all right. Y'all right. I stand corrected. SG, my brother in the super chat, keeps empty call outs remind me of Charlo. But Charlo is active, SG. He's still active. Jeffrey Brooks, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, let's think about it. Spence don't want to fight Keith. Manny isn't giving him a rematch. No sense of fighting Porter without a belt. So that leaves Bud. Hey, bro, didn't you say that already? Or did I go backwards? Uh-oh. Did I go backwards? I don't know if I read that already or did I go backwards? Oh, I did Galvatron? Because I was confused. So I went backwards. Oh, okay. Southpaw Boxing Media, what's going on with you? Yeah, Thomas Nolia. I had to my I didn't realize my computer was Ruben Salinas Jr. What's going on? The computer was needed to be the charger plugged in. And Novati Vativ Sports, what's going on? And then I read the super chat backwards. Unbelievable. Mr. Drick Joe, what's going on with you? Hold on, my peoples. Hold on, my peoples. Yeah, so Roll Money. No, go ahead, Pooh. Roll Money, what's going on with you? Let me know. So yeah, man, you know, we want to see Keith in there. Mo Lester, what's going on? We want to see Keith in there with the best. Pharrell, what's going on with your great brother? We want to see Keith Thurman in the ring with the absolute best. That's just what it is. Right? So that's what it is. We want to see the best fight the best in the sport of boxing. Give us the best to fight the best. Anthony Kyle, what's going on with your great brother? Trouble 1980, what's going on with your great brother? In the super chat, you got to give Keith his props because at one point he did beat all the top dogs at 147. Only Pac beat him, and he was injured. Yeah, you know what? I do give Keith Thurman the credit. I just feel like Keith Thurman, you know, inactivity gets you every time. And he didn't beat all of the best up there because Errol Spence was trying to get the fight with Keith Thurman since 2017, and he wouldn't fight him. He wouldn't give him the fight. He was trying to box him since 2017, and he wouldn't give him the fight. Michael Winters, my brother, what's going on? Box fans, what's going on? He just wouldn't give him the bout. I think Keith Thurman is in a place of he's satisfied right now. Comfort. He's in a place of comfort right now. Y'all know what I tell you. Comfortability is stronger than anything. Yeah, Keith Thurman, you know, and I forgot about that situation with him and Kell Brook. Amaria Asham in the super chat. Blue, love the work, bro. but why do you keep calling Crawford pound for pound when he has not fought one of the top fighters in the whole glass-jawed career, in his whole skill set and accomplishments? 41 to 100, salute. Skill set and accomplishments, right? We can't take away from the skill set, that Terence Crawford possessed, right? The skill set, the reason that Errol Spence and Terence Crawford is the biggest fight in boxing is because of that skill set that Terence Crawford possessed. If Terence Crawford didn't possess that skill set and he wasn't versatile, that wouldn't be the biggest fight in boxing. It's the reason it's the biggest fight in boxing is because of what Terence Crawford brings to the table as well, and that can't be dismissed. You understand? So we can't take away from that skill set that he brings to the table. Mr. Smith Job 278, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He says, salute, King, peace and blessings. Appreciate you, King. 1,000%, man. 1,000%. 1,000%, man. So yeah, it takes two, right? And because you bring one great fighter together with another great fighter, it makes up for the super fight. And because we're bringing these two great fighters together, they make up for that super fight. That's the reason why it's a super fight. Regardless if you think Errol Spence will beat Terence Crawford, regardless if you think Terence Crawford will beat Errol Spence, one thing's for sure, we can all agree that that's the biggest fight in boxing. If you bring Errol Spence together with Keith Thurman, it's not the biggest fight in boxing. If you bring Errol Spence together with, Virgil Ortiz, Jaron Ennis, it's not the biggest fight in boxing, and vice versa. You bring Errol Spence together with Manny Pacquiao, it's not the biggest fight in boxing. You bring Terence Crawford together with Manny Pacquiao, it's not the biggest fight in boxing. You bring Terence Crawford together with Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, it's not the biggest fight in boxing. It's a huge fight. It's not the biggest fight, though. I'll say it again. It's a huge fight. It's not the biggest fight. That's the difference. The biggest fight is Errol Spence and Terence Crawford for a reason. For a reason. And that reason being is those two skill sets come to the meet at once. You don't know what you're going to get. Money Train 402. What's going on? My brother Kirk Anderson. Uppercuts Boxing Nation. He said it's the biggest fight in all the combat sports. In my world, it is. I don't know what's in the UFC. Kurt Anderson, he said, you're not going to beat top level competition when you're inactive. It's boxing law. Only special fighters can do that. Right. Exactly. Keith Thurman is a very good fighter, man. He could be special, but just inactivity. We don't know. We don't know. And then because of inactivity, it's hard to gauge. Right, Kurt? It's hard to gauge because then you see him in fights with not taking anything away from these fighters. Anthony Nelson, what's going on? But you see him in the ring with Josito Lopez, and you see him in the ring with Luis Collazo, and they're having the success that they're having, and it's like you just don't know. If you put Josito Lopez, and again, Dominic Horton, what's going on? This is no slight to Josito Lopez. This is no slight to Luis Collazo. But you put Errol Spence in the ring with Luis Collazo and Josito Lopez. What do you think the outcome is going to be? Jackie Winfrey, what's going on? You put Terence Crawford in the ring with Josito Lopez and Luis Collazo. What do you think the outcome is going to be? What do you think the outcome is going to be? You see what I'm saying? What's the outcome going to be? Well, More than likely, they're both going to get knockouts. Junior Kunta 86, what's going on? More than likely, they're both going to come away with knockouts. Deontay Mosley, what's going on? It's just going to be a knockout. You put Keith Thurman in there, and look what happens. It's like you expect him to win. Nobody expected Josito Lopez to have that much success against Keith Thurman. Nobody. George Proctor, what's going on? Nobody. Just didn't expect it. Sonya Dumas, what's going on? Right? So, and this is, I mean, he fought Luis Colazo. Wasn't even the layoff time, the inactivity. This was, this was the time when he was still Keith Thurman. He was one-time Thurman. Fly High 89, what's going on? He said Lopez should have stopped. Right, and that's the thing. But see, Keith Thurman is versatile enough that his legs uh, uh, can see him out of issues. Remember, the crowd started getting antsy because he was utilizing the ring so much. Remember, and that was his first fight back in a while. Coach Biddy, what's going on? And the crowd started getting in, and they like, "What, man? Come on, man!" He had to recover. Yes, Southpaw boxing. I mean, his feet are very quick and educated. That's why I said. That's why I said, even if you put him in the ring with Virgil Ortiz right now, he'll beat Virgil Ortiz because Virgil Ortiz can't cut the ring off effectively to be able to offset Keith Thurman. Quick 50, what's going on? He just won't be able to do it. Great talent, but he lacks in the footwork department. Solo production, what's going on? Clayton Smith, my brother, he said Bud hasn't had a true test at 147. Skill wise, we could say that. Like when we talk about skills, is when we're doing the comparison game, when you compare, if we compare his level of opponents to Errol Spence level of opponents, Sir Ant Bose, what's going on? He said, not true. Virgil is very sound. No, it's very true. It's very true. Virgil Ortiz is sound, but he doesn't have quick feet. So it doesn't matter how sound you are. If your feet can't keep up with your opponents, it doesn't matter. Especially when you're dealing with high level opponents that can utilize the ring and are very versatile. Keith Thurman is very versatile. He's very quick feet, very educated feet, and he's a boxer puncher. He could box on the back foot. There's no position you're gonna put him that he's uncomfortable. So it is very true. Virgil Ortiz, yes, he's a sound boxer, but did you see Maurice Hooker having success? The success he had on him. So you put Virgil Ortiz, and this is nothing to take. I'm not taking AC the trucker C. Salute. I'm not taking anything away from Virgil Ortiz. I'm just saying he has limitations. William Taggart, what's going on? His limitations against a Keith Thurman or Errol Spence or Terence Crawford or Jaron Ennis is going to show up big time. It's going to show up big time because they can move around the ring. He said, I hear that he can use the ring and cut off. Thurman is step up, but he can cut him off in the mid rounds. By the time he starts cutting them off in the mid rounds, do you know how far up on the cards Keith Thurman is going to be? And do you know how many clean, accurate punches Keith Thurman is going to land because of his feet? Aaron Howard, what's going on? Again, why do you think Juan Manuel Marquez? Why do you think Eric Morales? Why do you think Canelo Alvarez? Why do they struggle with certain styles? Because their footwork is not as quick as theirs. Why do you think these guys are hesitant to box Devin Haney. Why do you think that? You know why? Because Devin Haney's quick feet. Very difficult. What was the biggest thing they talked about when they mentioned Vasyl Lomachenko? What was the biggest thing they when they mentioned Vasyl Lomachenko? What's the first thing they mentioned? His feet. His feet. Not to mention everything else that goes along with it. What was they saying about Manny Pacquiao? Why can Manny Pacquiao be the one to beat Floyd Mayweather? What was the reason? What's the reason Manny Pacquiao is the man that could possibly beat Floyd Mayweather? Why? You know why? Oh, Manny Pacquiao has very quick feet. His feet. Luis Cordova, 10 gain of grip. What's going on? Eric Horn, what's going on? His feet. And everything else is adding to it. When you have very fast hands and very quick head movement to go along the quick feet, oh man. That's what Devin Haney, and Devin Haney is very rangy on top of it. He has very long arms. He's very elusive. He has fast hands. He's very athletic, but ultimately, it's his feet. JG, what's going on? Oh man. Yo, Vu, what's going on? And head movement. So to make up for that, you know what you have to have? D Solo 2009, what's going on with you, great brother? To make up for that, you know what you have to have? That Virgil Ortiz does not have? You know what made Juan Manuel Marquez one of my favorite fighters? Who's one of my top 5 favorite fighters? Juan Manuel Marquez, right? Isn't that funny? You know why? You know what Juan Manuel Marquez mastered? Because he didn't have great feet? Great timing. Michael Winters, Russ Cole, what's going on? Appreciate you, Russ Cole. His timing. His timing. His ability to counterpunch and his timing was beautiful. Was a thing of beauty. Juan Manuel Marquez, his timing is a thing of beauty. Juan Manuel Marquez, his timing is a thing of beauty. You know what makes Canelo Alvarez the fighter he is? You know what it is? His timing. You know what makes Danny Garcia one of the upper echelon fighters? His timing. You know what Virgil Ortiz Jr. does not have right now? Great timing. Del Ford, what's going on? Mikey Garcia, you know what makes him great? He has great timing. AC the Trucker C, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Appreciate you. Said he said, what's going on? Right hook, Damon, yeah, Eugene Aaron the third. What's going on? Anthony Kyle, what's going on? Timing, timing, timing. That makes up for the foot speed. You know what Ryan Garcia does not have right now? He does not have great timing. At times he throws punches with no destination. He's just letting them go. Combinations because it looks nice. It's fast. It comes out fast. It's you know what Manny Pacquiao does not have? He doesn't have accuracy or great timing. But you know what he does have? You know what he does have? Great foot speed, great footwork. So it makes up for his timing. Understand something. It makes up for it. That guy George, what's going on with you, great brother? It makes up for it. That's what you look for. You know what made Floyd Mayweather one of the greatest to ever do it? Arguably, in my opinion, the greatest fighter I ever saw. You know what made Floyd Mayweather Floyd Mayweather? He had it all. He had great timing. He had great foot speed. He had respectable power. He had very accurate, high ring IQ. He could box you from the inside. He could box you from the outside. He was rangy. He did not have any flaws to his game. There weren't any flaws in the game of Floyd Mayweather. That's what made him Floyd Mayweather. R. West said Floyd over Roy Jones Jr. Yes. Yes. Roy Jones Jr. was the greatest athlete we ever saw in boxing, in my opinion. His defense, Jalen, I forgot about his defense. Defense. Right? 4GM Wolf, what's going on? G extra salute. GT extra salute. You understand? Floyd Mayweather could do it all. He could do it all. Smash the like button. Millie, what's going on? So you know what makes Terence Crawford so great? He one area he shows lapses in. That's defense. Other than that, what areas do he show you lapses in? None. He has great timing. He has great footwork. He has great athletic ability, right? He has power in both hands. He's accurate, high ring IQ. He has the entire total package. What does Errol Spence bring? Technical ability, great timing, great footwork, athletic ability, reach, accurate, switch levels on you. This is what I'm talking about. That's what makes it for the biggest fight in boxing. Yeah, Lopez. Lopez who? Terence, you said I think Lopez would really get up for a fight with Crawford. Lopez who? Yeah, he could. Yeah, he could box in close quarters in a phone booth. Terence Crawford could box you in a phone booth. Lopez who? Joe Ferguson. What's going on, great brother? Thrill Hill, salute. Yeah, Timothy Bradley said, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. Santino's boxing. What's going on with you, great brother? Roy Babineau, what's going on? Rich Porter, what's going on? Smooth JT, what's going on, great brother? EJ88, what's going on? Yeah, Marvin Knight, what's going on? Appreciate you. People don't understand, man. He said, sorry, I was 12 minutes behind, Blue. Oh, okay. So that's the difference. And ultimately, Virgil Ortiz, right? What adjustments do you see him making? Iron Eagle, what's going on? Mr. B Man, what's going on? Preacher Man, what's going on? Yeah, smash that like button. Get the likes to 1.3. What in a Maurice Hooker fight with Virgil Ortiz, what adjustments you saw him make? You know what makes Sean Porter such a difficult fight? You know what makes Sean Porter such a difficult fight? His foot speed. Leon Robinson, Jude 12. Salute. Appreciate you, Marvin Knight. Robbie Johnson, what's going on? His foot speed, his foot movement. That's what makes Sean Porter such a difficult fight. That's what makes Sean Porter a difficult fight. And his durability. Right? Everything else is added to it. Lester Duvall, salute. Everything else, the activity and the hand speed and the head movement and all of that all comes with his foot speed. Victor Griffin, my brother in the super chat, he said, Blue, you and Kurt said yesterday that Crawford would beat the for AB. Where you guys talking about 135 AB or 147? It don't matter. Terence Crawford at 135 or Terence Crawford at 140, don't matter. And I love Adrian Broner. Don't matter. Terence Crawford beats Adrian Broner at 130, 135, 140, or 147. Not to slight Adrian Broner. Terence Crawford skill set just tells me that. It's Terence Crawford's skill set. So he beats Adrian Broner at whatever weight class. Doesn't matter. AB and versus Regis Prograis is going to be a tough fight. But if the Adrian Broner we saw against in his last fight shows up, Regis Prograis going to win the fight. Just off activity alone. It's just not active enough in the ring. You got to be more active in the ring. Victor Griffith said I would have to disagree. I mean, to each his own. Terence Crawford is just a better boxer, man. More versatile. He's rangy. He's bigger. He's just as strong. He's quicker. And he's more active. You think having those inactivities and those lapses and those times of just not doing anything is going to beat Terence Crawford? No. No way. No how. Not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And Terence Crawford is rangy enough to get out of the way. No. It's not going to beat Terence Crawford. I mean, yeah. No, he's not. Great fight, though. Adrian Broner got a lot of potential. If Adrian Broner shows up and he gives, he lets his hands go and things of that nature, that could be a different story. But he's just not active. He's just not active. That's not going to get it done against Terence Crawford. But before I get up out of here, my peoples, I want to shout out my brother Terence Bailey Sr. First and foremost, go subscribe to Terence Bailey Sr.'s channel. He has something big coming up. I want to shout him out and promote this, man. Operation Frederick Douglass on the Hill, and is in a historic mural being painted by world famous artist Michael Rosado and commissioned by the Frederick Douglass family. It will be placed in the oldest African American community in the United States, in the Hill community of Easton, Maryland, to be unveiled this summer. Please support the effort by donating to the $50,000 goal. Go to Operation Frederick Douglass on the Hill on Facebook. Follow and donate. We appreciate your support. Please, my people, go support this. Support it, please. This is going to take place. Well, he said it could possibly be pushed back, right, Terence? It could possibly be pushed back. The date could be pushed back, but it's going to be April 4th, 2021 at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, Terence Bailey Sr. is a 5-time great nephew of Frederick Douglass. It will be, the radio 97.5. You can watch him on YouTube. Live at 975. Listen on 975.com. Every Sunday, it's your radio, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Michael Rosado, is a famous painter. Please link up with my brother Terence Bailey Sr. Support my brother Terence Bailey Sr. Again, I'm going to read it again for you guys. It's the Operation Frederick Douglass on the Hill is a historic mural being painted by the world famous artist Michael Rosado and commissioned by the Frederick Douglass family. It will be placed in the oldest African American community in the United States, in the Hill community of Easton, Maryland, to be unveiled this summer. Please support the effort by donating to the $50,000 goal. Go to Operation Frederick Douglass on the Hill on Facebook to follow and donate. We appreciate your support. Please go check that out for me, my peopleizations. Okay. It will be pushed back to July 5th as of right now. Okay. So it's going to be pushed back to July 5th. It was supposed to be April 4th, but now it's going to be pushed back to July 5th. So please, my people, go subscribe to on Facebook. You could find it on Facebook. It's the Frederick Douglass on the Hill on Facebook. You can follow there and donate there. Go support my brother Terence Bailey Sr. Also, his link is in the chat. Subscribe to my brother On the Mic with Terence Bailey Sr. And support my brother. Let's make it happen. Okay, so it's going to be pushed back to July 5th now. So that's a Monday, right, Terence? You said July 5th, right? Yeah, July 5th is going to be a Monday because 4th of July this year is on a Sunday. So let's make it happen, man. Let's go support my brother Terence Bailey Sr. and let's make it happen. It was supposed to be June 12th, now pushed back to July 5th. Okay, so now it's going to be pushed back. But go on Facebook, my peopleizations, and go check it out. You could subscribe on Facebook at Operation Frederick Douglass on the Hill. So go subscribe on Facebook, Operation Frederick Douglass on the Hill. Okay, I will be having the link in the chat tomorrow for you guys to go, and I will have it up on the screen. So we'll have it up for you guys to be able to go and support my brother Terence Bailey Sr. doing great big things, man. Appreciate y'all. But let me get on out of here. I appreciate y'all 1000%. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all we got for y'all. Peace. No doubt, Terence. We're going to make it happen.